protection of the Electro Archon, may the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Protection of the Electro Archon, may the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Time to go.
My apologies!
Follow the wind. One with nature.
Take flight!
Wind strider.
What you got?
Into the wind.
My apologies! Rain cutter! Sakura swirl! Whirling snap!
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Another test subject. Fry!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
My apologies!
The wrong test subject.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Kamisato art. Sometsu! Whirling snow! Lost to ice and snow.
One with nature.
Take flight! Know my sword!
Into the wind.
My apologies! Sakura swirl! Rain outlines your fate.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Take flight!
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Time to go.
Fry!
The wind knows me.
My apologies.
Into the wind. One with nature.
Time to go.
Take flight.
Into the wind.
Embrace the ice. My apologies. Whirling snow. My apologies. Kamisato art. Sometsu. Whirling snow. Take flight. My apologies. Take flight. Embrace the ice. Unthinkable. My apologies.
Strider. Yeah. The wind knows me. Into the wind.
Whirling snow! No, my sword!
Time to go. Cheer! One with nature.
Follow the...
Aha! There, your appointment with Sangonomiya is fast approaching. We should get going. Are you ready? We'll start by... If you start to feel seasick... Ready? And away we go! Here we are. The training grounds. Right now, the resistance is predominantly made up. Some of them are fighting with the Shogun's army and...
Did you used to train here too?
Yep. I'll be staying here for now. If you need me for anything, if I'm not around, just write a note and stick it on the wall. Shoot! It's nearly time for the appointment. I'll have to show you around.
So, Sangonomiya is the name of the place where Sangonomiya Kokomi lives? Huh. Let's go check it out. Food supplies are the absolute top priority, period. We cannot afford any losses. With the conflict between us and the Shogun's army getting more intense by the day,
Understood.
take heart. We have a fresh batch. I appreciate that the lack of...
We're expanding the army? Huh? Tepe, might I ask...
VIP guests of our
Oh, really? Wait,
Seriously? What is...
you've come a long way. I'm sure you must... Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear Okubo mention something about...
Not long ago, someone wrote to me saying that they wished us thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on the scale we need to openly confront the Shogun's army on the front line. I am not without my doubts about the whole affair. The sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply asked whatever other motives they may have. Naturally, we shouldn't...
Your Excellency? Does...
Don't worry. I've already...
That's fantastic!
I understand how hard it's been on... I will discuss this with the However, our supplies are... When will the Vision Hunt Decree... That's the question. And the mere existence of the Vision Hunt Decree is baffling. The Tenryou Commission zealous support... I suspect the Vision Hunt Decree... Traveler, to confirm. Good. I hereby appoint you as...
Whoa, what? Swordfish 2? Is this the same Swordfish special op... It's hard enough getting into a special ops unit at the bottom rung, let alone jumping to captain in one fell swoop.
Although this appointment breaks... Great! So when do we take... The members of Swordfish 2 have already written your appointment. The special ops unit comprises what...
What about me? I want to make a contribution to the Resistance too.
Of course. I'll arrange something and brief you shortly.
All right! One successful operation coming right up! You may have swiped the captaincy of Swordfish 2, but watch this space, cause this...
Okay, sure. Well, be careful. Well, Traveler, let...
The wind knows me. Time to go. One with nature.
Ah, you must be the new captain of... Your reputation precedes... I'll be straight with you.
You mean, like...
Normally, a duel. We're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing...
All right, let's show...
Let's get down to business.
Clouds high.
There's more! Birds come!
My apologies.
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. The rumors are exaggeration. Allow me to introduce myself. I now formally cede the position of captain.
There are two hard-hit areas. That said, the ones over there are tougher, and there's more of them.
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting...
Follow the wind. The wind knows me. Follow the wind. Into the wind.
There's so many of them!
That's not even all of them. Whichever camp we attack, it's the but Captain, that if we spread our troops too thin...
Yep, the traveler...
All right then. We'll deal with...
Time to go. Let's get down to business.
Whirling snow! Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
One with nature. Falling leaves.
Adorn my night!
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you? Cool.
Captain!
Captain, the other two camps have been cleared.
Great. But what's next?
Finally, we got it done. These Ron...
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here. I was putting the safety of the...
Oh, come...
Hey, cut these guys. Honestly. Forget them. Let's... How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly? But with your level of ability, since you're back, You bet! We should... Good. Now we just thank you. I gave him an assignment. He expressed a desire to be on the... Now. A special mission? Yes. In between... Recently, however, stranger still, the Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of... It's not urgent. When Tepe returns, you can... Is Tepe really... He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help but feel a little worried about him. Oh, why don't we go wait for him at the training grounds?
Long time no see! So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone? Well, raising their pay will boost more...
Wow!
I read it in a novel.
You're seriously gonna...
Ha-ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management on... You'd better believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval... It's a brand new unit. Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right? I spoke to Her Excellency. Let's go collect them together. Everything's...
Will Paimon get a uniform?
Of course. You're...
Yippee!
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the... You'd better watch out, partner.
Ha!
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my...
Paimon's so surprised that Tepe's been made. Let's take a break, then come...
Follow the wind.
This should be the place. But Sankanomiya was right. It doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
Ooh.
The threads of your fate lie in my...
All right, let's go. Back off!
The threads of your fate lie... By royal decree!
Yikes! A huge lie, True! Was it drawn out by the electro energy?
I let my guard down. Rain outlines your... Sakura swirl!
Phew! As monsters go, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going.
I just got back from...
Are you alright?
I'm fine. On my way back, if there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be...
Pepe!
It could be that the...
Or a bug?
A god. Look,
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And since Orobashi's death, there has always been when Orobashi attacks civilization. But now that the Shogun... Alright, you should report back to some... Hey.
Tepe's sure made some big... Let's report back to Kokomi.
I trust you.
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusual. Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do... forget that. There's no... All soldiers who have shown some...
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms... No! Let's go to...
Into the wind.
Oh. Hey, guys. What? Just a moment. Let me get up. Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full detail of fighting. If only I were stronger still. Stronger. They gave it to me. It's just like a vision, isn't it? Delusion. Oh God. That doesn't sound very good. So, what's the difference between a... Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too... I've been getting... At first I'd find out this is a real shame. Guess I didn't. Hey. When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain.
Tepe! Hey! Where are you going? Hey!
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less...
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor the soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay. I'll leave you to deal with this whole fiasco is certain. What are your thoughts? No, it's to... The Sakoku decree is still to organize and operate if we want to stop them. It's dangerous to go alone.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the... If we spend any longer amassing...
Very true. I gave this some thought. While not many places meet these, I'm not going to stop you. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Follow the wind. One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Whirling snow! Witness the power of Gugwa!
So quiet.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Ritu? So the Conjure Commission are...
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Let me read you a verse.
Yikes! It looks dangerous! We'd better watch our step or we might get hit!
Rain outlines your fate.
Intruder spotted!
Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive! Killjoy, we've only just begun.
My work!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
This idiot must have a death wish!
Don't be intimidated! Lord Harbinger will be here soon! Shouldn't get careless.
My apologies.
One with nature.
Whirling snow! Belongs to ice.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations. Ha! Barely 2 words in, and you already look like you want me dead. Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. You've changed. You're getting weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause. Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have...
Hey, calm down!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Oh, you recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come...
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't...
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across, with their stronghold exposed. I must say, well, anyway.
A hindrance?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt, not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself. Your existence is more than just...
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already,
Time to go. Fine.
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the Raiden?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's servant.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams.
Aw.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the... Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
No, my sword!
Yeah.
fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me.
My apologies! Body and mind.
Time to go. Clouds high, the birds call.
Take flight!
One with nature. Into the wind.
We're finally done!
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of...
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful. Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is, unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryo Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryo...
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean, inciting a certain... If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the... I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize him!
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh! Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside!
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Huh. It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting, but Miko, you mentioned...
Why are you always asking so many questions? As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but...
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Gina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja? So was that one of those legendary,
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Here's what I need you to do. It would not be appropriate for—
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission, but since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, now you're The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with— Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
Toma! Toma! You there? It's us! We're back!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people—
So, it's still not over. I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for...
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the
what do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over— Meanwhile, the Shogun—
But as I recall, the only person authorized— It's heavily guarded too.
If only there was a way we could—
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion, but it's a reasonable one. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu—
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and... It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. This tea house used to be... Oh, man.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's—
Ooh, let's play the—
You're still thinking of—
The Tenryou Commission is—
Alright, first let's go to Hanami— Yoimiya! We need an extra-large
Extra-large firework?
As it happens, I made this, but it's so powerful. Don't forget, move well away from it.
We'll give it a try. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
The war.
Oh no! Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads. We need to get rid of them. Or after I get the document. Also, if I do... Is this... What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off! Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts! Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
As it was the decision of the Shogun.
Give me half a chance, and I'll become an outstanding adventurer.
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off! Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts! Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
Let anything happen to the statue.
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only.
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed... I didn't know how to find a document. Here you go.
My lady, what are we looking?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiyaya was right. This should be ample evidence. Please, I will also gather some people.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about.
Again, we'll just have to.
If Paimon remembers correct, let's pack up our things and get.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days.
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the... What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission... They are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep.
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady! This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler!
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear?
master's orders.
Halt!
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Quiver! Flash! No turning back!
I must withdraw.
Strike! Glory to the Shogun!
Battle formation!
Quiver!
Get them! Soldiers, quick!
No turning back!
It's it!
Impossible!
You cannot match my bravery!
Flash!
Get them!
Withdraw.
Glory to the Shogun! Quiver!
Take this!
They're gaining the upper hand! Flash!
I won't forget this.
The wind knows me.
Rain outlines your fate.
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Into the wind.
Allow me. Just like
My apologies. No, my sword. Witness the power of Gua.
Take flight!
I've lost.
Whirling snow!
Watch your step.
Art! Sumetsu!
Rain outlines your fate.
I need to train harder.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
Master, I...
Go on, ask him! Don't let him intimidate you!
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters? You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryou Commission really betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it!
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed, and all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi!
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power is a war.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught. It's clear to me now, you hypocrite! Preaching about virtue.
Selfishness?
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the—
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what But I chose to obey the Shogun. But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path... So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be...
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you... The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger by the name of Signora.
Signora's the one behind all this? Way back in Rito, Lady...
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sarah stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into You can say that! Alright then.
Time to go.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a... so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks. Is that not the greatest honor they could... Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That you stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of... I'm not sure you realize quite how much
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed. My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part! A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
One with nature.
My apologies!
As one with wind and cloud.
Into the frozen void!
Let me weave you a verse.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors! You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
To ashes!
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
Just a scratch.
The pale flame smolders!
The wind knows me.
It's not over.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it? Into the wind.
Power that ended high shot!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Yeah!
One with nature.
My apologies! No, my soul!
All must burn!
Time to go.
So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you! You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone! She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up! Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels... unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. who wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate. Not so. Only everything that pertains to the Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that, consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their life. Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless, so I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning. That's right. I'm surprised you understand. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my... So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me. Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler? Evasion is futile.
Eyes on me! Ha!
Take flight! This ends now.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness it.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
My apologies.
Into the wind.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Whirling snow! No, my sword!
Evasion is one with nature.
Clouds high.
You
Birds
are an
fall.
enemy that requires
Time to go.
special attention.
My apologies! So rude!
Inferior. Strike dead.
A minor setback. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter!
The wind knows me.
Whirling snow! So rude!
Inferior.
Take flight! No, my sword!
Instabilities will be removed.
Not
Strike dead.
It's fine.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Time to go. That hurts. Time to go.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Falling leaves.
Adorn mine the fleeting shadow. Your presence is decided.
Witness the power of Gurwa!
Fine. As one with wind and cloud.
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
One with nature.
We have to end this. Pardon my indiscretion. So rude! I let my guard down. Rain outlines your fate.
A fleeting shadow.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. That hurts.
Whirling snow. Embrace the ice.
As one with wind and cloud.
My apologies.
One with nature.
sword!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of Euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So,
Talk to the Electro Archon.
Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine?
you literally told us to come meet you!
I was just...
Seems like someone's in it pretty...
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't... By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous at defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious.
Sure feels they cause plenty of trouble.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason. After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. So... Really?
You intend to travel all over Tevat, and as a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about? Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her Gnosis long ago. That's good to hear.
Don't worry, we're...
As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some... In Sumeru, knowledge is...
Knowledge?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser... I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. Are you sure? Okay, keep it safe. There was me
Who in their right mind?
I see. Your ambition should be perhaps the reason you do not continue on your journey.
Narukami, see that he stays safe.
By the protection of the Electro Archon, may the blossom